Now, we all know that women like to plan their finances for their families and for their children's future, but there's an interesting statistic that's come up. Single women today are looking to buy homes on their own. Now, we know buying a home can be a very daunting task for anyone. So to help you out, we've prepared a list of things to keep in mind if you're a single woman who's currently looking to take a home loan and buy a home on your own. Take a look. Investing in real estate is no longer a man's turf. The capital growth, tax benefits and security of real estate has attracted a new clientele: young single women. And the good news is, being a woman homeowner comes with its perks.
There are some companies which are providing an interest rate discount if you are a woman borrower. They're typically providing a lower interest rate. I mean, LIC housing finances schemes come to mind. So there is an advantage to being a woman borrower, not necessarily a single woman borrower, but a woman borrower. Also, many states in fact have lower stamp duty if the property is owned by a woman by herself.
So if you are a single woman looking to buy a home, here's what you should keep in mind. The bank will evaluate your home loan application based on your age, job stability and credit history.
So while applying for a home loan, there isn't any gender discrimination between single men and single women applicants. The kind of criteria one needs to meet in terms of having a good credit score, in terms of having a stable job with a steady, good income, it's applied equally across men and women.
The biggest credit bureau, which is CIBIL, gives you a credit score which is between 300 and 900. Higher the score, less are the chances that you will default. As per the information provided by CIBIL itself, more than 80% of the loans are given to people whose credit score is in excess of 750.
Here's a list of documents you need to keep in handy when applying for a home loan. You'd obviously have to start with your proof of identification and your address. You'll need 6 months of bank statements, 6 months salary slips and your tax returns of Form 16s over the last 3 years. And for your property, you'll have to include the sale of agreement documents, no objection certificates and completion certificate of the building you're planning to buy a home in. Now, while putting together your list of documents, make sure you have a lawyer look through all of the papers of the home loan and the home you're going to buy. And before you sign on the dotted line of the loan, make sure you understand all of the fine print about the penalties and added charges. So if you are buying a home, remember you can reach us for both your real estate decision and for help with that home loan. We're going to take a very quick break.